Somebody attacks me.
Somebody attacks me.
Care of business with a manhandle. There it is, the manhandle slam. Lynch wins the title.
I deserve to be standing here as the women's champion.
Welcome if you're entering the bell. This is DS.
And the Sriracha Muchacha, Paloma Star.
And we have a very special WrestleMania guest, the legend.
Literally.
Top of PWI's women's ranking. Cheerleader Melissa is here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Definitely the living legend. So to review WrestleMania with you,
It's an honor.
This is amazing. I've never done anything like this before, so I feel so honored.
Yay.
My besties for time.
Yay.
Oh my god.
I'm totally a fangirl for a little bit. Like your match versus Mischief and like Shimmer, like 2 or 3, the Chicago Street Fight. Like I've watched that match so many times. My DVD for that Shimmer is probably so worn down because of times.
Are you serious?
Yes. Oh my god. I love that match. When y'all go like underneath the stage at the Berwyn Eagles Club. Like when I finally got to wrestle at the Berwyn Eagles Club, I was like, that's where they went underneath the stage. Yeah. I'm totally like blushing right now because I'm literally like telling you this for the first time, but I literally like love that match and was like such a pinnacle moment for me to be like, I want to do that. Like I can't wait to be able to do that.
Thank you for bringing that up. There were a couple other fans too, like over the weekend in WrestleCon that brought that up, and I just love talking about it. Poor Dave, I think some of the stuff we did, I think we got him fined a couple times for the building.
and of course we partied it up Friday for Diva Mania.
Oh, so fun.
I partied a little too hard and I paid for it the next day.
It was a fun night though.
It was so fun.
That's when you know you're having a good time though.
We were awake enough to watch WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday, so that's what we're going to talk about. We got 4 women's matches. So let's start with the night 1. The first match was Naomi versus Jade Cargill. The caution tape.
I love it. Also, I never noticed, like, is her Titantron always say the caution tape and it says, like, too nice and, like, overlooked? Like, I don't know if that was, like, a new thing, but I totally noticed that being there. I was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. I loved it. So instead of just saying caution, it said, like, all the stuff that, like, people have said about her. And her new entrance music, loved. Everybody was hating on it.
I did not know that was new entrance music. Really?
Yeah.
No, I liked it. It was
Right?
really good. She looked really good.
Totally.
I mean, for costume, creativity.
For sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So creative.
I just didn't expect it to be like death metal. I liked it. It fits the character.
And I think that's when it's good entrance music is when you didn't even notice it was like new entrance music. Like that's how well it worked.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that entrance music, I mean, it's not even really music. It's, you know, you have to look at it as sound effects that enhance your character. And maybe that's why I didn't really notice because like it enhanced her character so well. I bought into it right away.
Totally.
Like I was in 100% the second she came out. So
For
it's
sure.
more of like sound effects that enhance the character.
So true. That's like the best way to I've ever heard for somebody to describe entrance music. Because I low-key kind of hate when people like use an entrance music because they like the song. Like, okay, just because you like the song doesn't mean it's good entrance music.
I have that conversation with so many students all the time. Tell them it's not music, it's enhancement sounds.
Then Jade Cargill came out with a little like weather the weather report, little goofy.
I mean, okay.
It's cute.
It is cute, but like if you're trying, like they have like this like very intense storyline, and you come out with like a super cutesy weather report. Like this is the way I'm gonna get into Naomi's head is getting an actual weather report man to do my entrance for it. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. It was cute and it was creative, especially goes with the character. But storyline purposes and what they were trying to do didn't really fit.
Only part I remember, her image was like on the top, and then it like came down.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was cool.
Yeah.
And the snow.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that was cool. And then she looked great.
She looked amazing.
Yeah.
She looked so good.
I mean, the outfit was, I don't know, got in a little bit of trouble later in the
For
match.
sure. She kept on like messing with it. I'm like, oh no, that's the worst part is when you're in the middle match and you just like have to keep on like messing with your gear. So kind of takes away from it. But she looked great.
So what do we think of this match?
And that's not bad. And that's not bad. That's not a against the match. It's a against the outfit.
Oh, okay.
It's an against the outfit because it took away from the match.
Totally.
Oh, okay.
It just took away, like when, you know, you have this intense, beautiful, like really strong match and two females are really going at it and they're adjusting their bra. It just like, it just kind of kills the story or kills like
it takes you out of it a little bit.
It does. It takes it out of it, you know. It's just really hard. I get it because it's WrestleMania. There's a ton of pressure. pressure and you want to look your best. You want to come out with a new outfit, and for it to like just have it be like malfunctioning all the time to the point where the hard camera's adjusting up. So adjusting up and cutting her off. You didn't pay attention to that? Like towards the end, like the hard camera would like shift up to like cut her off like right here. Yeah, it's just like, ugh.
It was kind of funny though. Like some people were like, her boobs were out, but like it was pasties, guys.
The pasties were out.
Yeah.
The pasties were out. But it was like a bra on top, and like it should have been either like taped down or sewn down.
Right.
I think they could have added some of the time that they had for the second women's match a little bit to this one, and I think it would have kind of evened out a little bit more.
Right.
I wish it was a little bit longer for it, for sure, but I think it was a solid match. I don't think I'll be like, oh my gosh, like amazing. But
I
it was,
really
like,
have
solid.
to agree with you on that. Yeah, I wish there was a little more time as well.
sure.
Yeah.
I actually liked a lot of the spots. Jade was really showing her powerhouse moves, right? Like when Naomi was doing Blockbuster, she caught that mid-air.
Yes.
The power that was showcased was really, really cool. Like they were doing a lot of stuff that utilizing Jade's power. The wheelbarrow bulldog from the top
was so
row.
Yeah, that
cool.
was
I
sick.
didn't even know you could do that. I'm like, what?
That was sick.
That was amazing,
That was
for
sick.
sure.
I popped for that for
Totally.
sure.
Definitely.
I think that was like the perfect example of using both Naomi's like athleticism and Jade's power. I needed a couple more of those, but like that was really cool.
Just like 5 more minutes in the match, I think would have made it so much better. But the finish where it was the electric chair into the Jaded, wow, oh my gosh, I was like, what? That was amazing.
Yes. Oh, I was in. I loved it. I think Naomi is a workhorse.
100%.
She worked so hard in that.
She really did.
She worked so
really
hard.
Did.
Yeah.
She really did.
I was
think
like, wow.
Totally. And I
Yeah.
think what kind of like didn't give Jade any favors was the way that she was protected so much and only giving her like tag matches, or when she did have singles matches, giving her like an easy squash match, because I feel like if she had more substantial singles match, she would have been able to excel a little bit better in this stage, because she was almost like babied so much. They almost didn't let her fail before to be better at this point in time for it, because Naomi did have to work so hard, did have to like almost like, okay, I got you, girl, like let's go.
This was her first big singles match.
Yeah.
And WrestleMania to do that was very ambitious. But I also love that Naomi's keep bringing some diva moves, the X Factor to the outside.
I loved it.
Or the Bella Buster. I like it. Yeah. So one thing to note is that we were wrong with all our predictions.
All our predictions.
Literally all of it. I wanted to see Naomi win so they could continue the feud.
Agreed.
But clean win. So I wonder where we go from here.
It was such a good storyline. It was built up so well. They did so well of selling it, even with their outfits, what they were posting, everything, that I do wish that Naomi would have won just so they could extend that storyline, because there was so much more juice out of that they could get out of it.
But now that Bianca's lost, she will be back in SmackDown, so we'll see where that goes. That might be the second chapter of the storyline, so I'm kind of intrigued about that. Between WrestleMania season, basketball heating up, and baseball finally waking up for spring, there is so much happening in the world of sports right now. I love that you guys love yelling predictions at the screen right now, commenting predictions and all that. So why don't you make it worth something? Let me put you on PrizePicks. Our sponsor for today is my go-to for real money daily fantasy sports. It's cute, it's fast, and it's giving options. And I know that a lot of fantasy sports are like super complicated, but this is super easy. You just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and boom, you're in the game. So this week I'll say more for Scottie Pippen, because I do love some Scottie Tuhati. And then Dante, I don't know, less. Not that I know much about him, but that's the whole thing. It's just more or less, super easy. And they've even got Taco Tuesday, which is, yes, sounds delicious, but it actually means discounted player projections every week, so your lineup can serve even harder. PrizePicks is available in over 30 states, and the app is so easy to use. Like, I can make my picks in under a minute while also deciding what snack to eat next. So go download the app today and use my code RINGTHEBELL to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Yeah, you heard that right. That's $50 instantly, and you don't even have to win the game. And you don't even have to win. Again, that's code RINGTHEBELL for that bonus. PrizePicks, run your game. The second match we had was Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship, and I gagged at the entrances.
Oh my God, both of entrances were great.
The Barbie?
The Barbie was so cute.
You knew I was losing my mind somewhere.
Oh my God, I knew it for sure. Totally. It was adorable. It was like all different Barbies and stuff. It was so cute. And I saw that like post match interview where saying that she had that idea in NXT WWE, and then now that she gets to do it in WrestleMania, which was awesome.
With Mattel official sponsorship, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally makes it even
Yeah.
better.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is so cool. She, out of all the matches, that entrance wins for me.
Agreed,
The
for sure.
the Barbie house,
Right.
and then the 2-story like
Yeah.
So cute.
Megatron or whatever you want to call it, and then there was like fans sitting like on top of that.
Yeah.
I was in. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my favorite look of the whole weekend. It was
sure.
so good. And Charlotte Flair came out. Trans rights. She looked amazing. I loved the whole corset and the robe.
The robe was amazing, like beautiful, so regal as always.
I don't think I've ever seen an outfit more stoned out than Charlotte Flair's.
for sure.
Every little inch of that outfit was. I mean, her knee brace. Did you see her knee brace?
was glittery.
Like, yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was like if it's a casual fan watching. Of course, a lot of people watch WrestleMania as a casual fan. Like, oh, which one do you like? Oh, I like the blonde one. Which one? The one wearing pink. Which one? The one wearing a 2-piece. Which one? And like the pretty one. Which one? Like, you know, like so many other times, they're like it was kind of hard to tell them apart if you didn't really know like which one's which, especially whenever they're in the action. Like, I think the only thing that was really different was that like Charlotte was wearing her like bedazzled knee brace,
I know.
and I feel like it was very too similar. Like, I've always been taught like not to wear the same color as your opponent.
Yeah, that is so true. There was so much pink and blonde hair flying around everywhere. You know how when like things move too fast and all blends together sometimes?
Yeah. Especially at WrestleMania stage where like the audience, it's so far away from the ring. I feel like it definitely would have
Totally.
been a little confusing, right?
For sure.
They must have coordinated that outfit again, right?
Yeah.
Because throughout this entire feud, they were wearing
called it.
the same outfits basically. And every time I was like, wait, that's that. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think
Right. Yeah, there was a promo I just watched of theirs, and they had like almost the same outfit. They were both wearing like black lace or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, was that planned? Yeah,
it has to be, right?
It had to be.
Yeah.
I think I saw something that said too that Tiffany's gear was giving like Diva belt title.
I thought so too. It was
Was it you who
definitely
said
giving
that?
Divas champion belt.
Was it you who said that?
Of course it's me. Are you surprised?
Oh my God, you are totally right. I think
Right?
that was in my brain, and now that you said it, I think you just pulled it out of my brain.
But this match was very divisive, to say the least. I feel like people either hated it or like thought it was a really hard-hitting, gritty match.
Well, I mean, I don't know. And I don't mean like that. It's like, I'm such a Charlotte Flair fan. I love how Charlotte Flair takes her time in the ring.
Yes.
And she absorbs every moment, and she will absolutely feed on everybody's emotions, every opportunity. I feel like she probably like learned that from Ric Flair very well. I mean, she's the queen of just like, even with just her looks, just engaging with the crowd and getting them so emotionally involved. Like, bravo, like I'll never get tired of Charlotte Flair intensity and like interaction with the crowd. But as far as like the match, like I like, you know, me, you know, like I had a big career in Japan. I love that hard-hitting style.
Oh, yeah.
I love that nastiness, that dirtiness, that messiness. Like, I'm here for it. Yeah, I loved it.
A beautiful mess in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It was a fight. Like, you know, they especially with that whole promo leading into it where like they're one off script and they really don't like each other. Like in the ring is like you could tell like these two probably don't really like each other, and it worked out pretty good. Like, yeah, the spots weren't perfect. They weren't as crisp. There were some like miscommunication, some messiness, but I think it worked to the aspect of being a fight. And I kind of sometimes like that in wrestling because sometimes wrestling gets too pretty, gets too perfect. So this time felt messy, felt like you're just like fighting in an alleyway after a bar when you're all both dressed great.
I'm so glad you said that because that is so true. I kind of feel like there's different breeds of pro wrestlers.
For
There's
sure.
the ones that are like crisp and pretty and super flippy, and then there's the ones that are just like more aggressive and like the fight. And it's the same with the fans.
Totally,
Either the
100%.
fans love that one direction or the other directions. I love that we have this like kind of nastiness, grittiness,
Yeah.
rough aggressive with like a match in WWE.
Totally.
Not all 4 matches are the same
Yeah.
by any means.
Yeah.
So interesting you said that because Tiffany and Charlotte both are known to be like the flippy,
Yeah,
crisp
crisp.
wrestlers. I think that's like what people have been expecting more on WrestleMania in general, like, right? They want like really clean cut, like beautiful match. So maybe that's why people were like, oh, that was kind of not what we expected. But for the storyline purposes, it kind of goes with it. And the way just looking at Tiffany from the start of the match to the end of the match,
Yeah.
she just looked like she went through hell.
She did. Oh my gosh. Did a veneer get knocked off?
They must have a dentist on staff or something.
Oh,
because
yeah.
like that
Clear.
dude
Yeah.
was fixed by the press conference. Like, right away. Like,
Right.
And that big old, like, goose egg that Tiffany had, too. But it just adds to it so much more. I would rather her look like that than be all, like, cute and prim and proper after a match.
Some people were saying that Charlotte was sandbagging Tiffany.
I mean, all those people who are saying that, like, would they even know what sandbagging is, first of all? Let's just put that out there.
I know.
But also, like, I feel like even if it is or not, like, it makes sense. Why would Charlotte be able to, like, go up so easily? And, like, she's an athlete. And, like, yes, Tiffany's, like, strong too. But, like, it should be a little bit more difficult to lift somebody up like that in that specific type of match for sure.
It could definitely be a miscommunication where timing is slightly off. Gravity is going against the person at the wrong time.
But you thought they were working pretty well together.
I thought they were working really well. I thought Charlotte was really aggressive.
Yeah, for sure.
And really super mean.
Definitely strong style, definitely.
She was super mean.
Yeah.
I mean, towards the end, I was just like, oh, Jesus, Charlotte, really?
It's the word, Charlotte.
Oh my gosh. Like, okay. Tiffany earned her win.
Oh, definitely.
With that look and the teeth or the lack of teeth. And
I think it even added more to it because Tiffany is seen like as this like cute little buff Barbie that's like always perfect and prim and proper and always put together.
Everything's perfect with Tiffany.
Right? Like exactly. So the fact that she ended the match all like busted and her hair is all messed up and like no teeth and stuff like just adds like to that rawness that I think is sometimes missing from wrestling, especially women's wrestling. Sometimes women, especially like a lot of women today, are like afraid to be ugly or afraid to like get in it and get your hair messed up and get raw, and like that proved a lot more for me, at least to Tiffany, is that like she's not scared to like go for it and like whatever means necessary.
I really want Tiffany to show up on SmackDown with that Regina George, like after the car accident look, like if the bracelet, like hello, and they're like just kidding, something like that. Charlotte losing was something I did not expect.
Yeah.
Tiffany picked up the win, clean win too, with the prettiest moonsault, which I was very shocked about.
And we just won too. That's kind of what like tripped me out too. Was just like that. Like I thought it was gonna be more like falsies, so, like her having to hit like the prettiest moonsault like 2-3 times.
I know what you mean. I was surprised of the lack of build up to the finish.
For sure.
This match was like up here and then it came down a little bit and then it didn't quite like get up to that same build up like for the finish. It was kind of it's funny like hearing your perspective like I totally agree with that. I remember that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna continue the feud.
I don't know, because like what do you do with Charlotte Flair now?
That's the thing. I was like, where do we go with Charlotte Flair? I mean, we know that she's getting the 16 titles. Maybe WWE is like, I feel like Charlotte's gonna retire after 16 titles, so let's keep her around and let's not give her titles just yet.
Whether people think this match was great or terrible, I think the fact is that they're talking about it, so they did their job.
Let's go to the third match. It is the opening of the night 2 triple threat. Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley versus the champion IYO SKY for the World Women's
I
Championship.
have nothing bad to say about this match. Nothing negative. It was perfect. Oh my
Perfect.
god.
Amazing.
10 out of 10.
I hope they went to the back and looked at everybody and said, follow that. Because they should, because that was amazing.
Pay them all extra.
Yeah. Everyone looked amazing.
So good.
Rhea Ripley with like the Batman. I thought it was like Triple H, to be honest.
Yeah, with her whole little like veil
yeah.
thing. Yeah, I could totally see that Triple H.
But Bianca Belair.
So good.
She wins outfit of the night for me.
Okay, yeah.
She wins, yeah. Tiffy had the entrance of the night, but Bianca had outfit.
You're right.
That was creative.
And she makes it too.
And she makes it.
Yeah.
Wow.
The roses, everything. She was like Sasha Velour out there during the match.
Right.
With all the roses coming out of her.
Nobody's ever done an outfit like that
No,
before.
at all.
Ever. I've never seen anything like that. It was so good. It
I was like,
so good.
how are you booing this? How are you
Seriously.
booing this?
I was very surprised with how many boos she was getting. I mean, I know she was getting boos already, but like it was very, very predominant, the boos that she was getting.
The way that she didn't do anything wrong.
No.
She's actually the one that won Elimination Chamber, so she's rightfully in WrestleMania match, but she's the one getting booed, which is a little weird. I just decided to like think of it positively. I think people really miss heel Bianca from NXT. So maybe that's why?
Yeah.
He always looks good. I love that whole Japanese style of gear. Like it's always so cute and creative and colorful, and adds so many like cute little like accessories. That she looked. I mean, all three of them look great.
Yeah, EO's entrance music is probably like my favorite all the time. And it's totally her. It is totally her. I cracked up the first time I saw her because I worked with her a lot.
Right.
In Stardom. So I know her pretty well. So when the first time I saw her in WWE with that music, I mean, that really was what goes on in her head all the time. Like you want to look at her brain, it's like crazy, 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 go down, crazy. Oh, it cracks me up.
And we're going to get into this more during our interview episode, but you know one of the big reasons that she's in WWE too.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
So everybody say thank you, Cheerleader Melissa.
Yes.
You're welcome.
So this match, I mean, where do we even begin?
Like match of the night, match of the whole weekend. I'll say it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it's really hard to talk about it because this is perfect. Everything was just amazing but the part that really got me, where I was cracking up so hard, was the reverse Rana off the top, reversed into the post on the side.
That was great.
I was laughing. I was
That was
like,
great.
That
For
was
sure.
good. Yeah.
So many creative spots that showcase what everybody can do and can bring to the table. Because I feel like a lot of times with a triple threat, like you almost like pop one of the person out and like two people work. But I think they did a really good job of like incorporating all three of them at the same time, where it made sense and didn't look messy or like sloppy or like forced.
There were a couple points I thought the match was over. Like when
for sure.
Bianca hit
For
the
sure.
KOD, I was like, okay, Bianca's winning. And then like Rhea kicked out. That reversal of Rhea's Riptide, Avalanche Riptide.
So good.
So freaking good.
Oh, so many good. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. And one of the reasons why it was so good is because you have like three completely different athletes. You know, you got like two basers, but they're both like different, super athletic. Bianca is also pretty agile. But then you got IYO, got the freaking genius of the sky.
Wow.
So, she's having a party with two basers.
You're like, I can do everything.
That's so funny. Yeah.
She had a party. So, like, me knowing IYO, I can imagine, like, a lot of these creative stuff, like, came from that brain that goes like this all the time. Like, I know the wheels were turning in her head for that.
It's so funny that you say that. Now it makes so much sense whenever one of her taunts and when she does it.
Yeah.
And everybody in my section kept on doing it. So that makes so much sense. It was just like,
She probably does that backstage all day long.
right? So it's like that's how she gets to be how awesome she is. But I was like, I love it. The build up to the finish was great. There was a lot of false finishes that like had you at the edge of your seat. And I think this one, like the storyline and like the build up to it was a little bit weird to me. It was just like, what is going on here? But I think the match itself was like, screw the storyline, screw the stories. We're just gonna give you a spot after wrestling spot, and it's gonna amazing. It's gonna make sense because there's a lot of times where a lot of matches are like spots for the sake of spots. But I think this one like actually made sense and worked out. So
It did, because with IYO being the smaller of the two, they did such a good job at putting her over.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, they did such a good job at like making it believable that she won.
Right.
Oh, so good. Having the two big uns like take each
Yeah.
other out, and
Yeah.
then the little one take them both out at the
Right.
same time.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, I have to apologize to Triple H on this. I feel like because I was like, this story makes no sense.
No.
But I'm like, it's because I fully believe that IYO's eating the pin. I like just didn't.
It's just the way she was booked.
But if it was her winning, I was like, okay, that makes sense. I'm sorry, Triple H. I'm sorry. And I loved your little kiss with Shawn Michaels. But anyways, besides the point, they had a kiss on the stage, which was like so random. Which I'm like, okay, I like it. But anyway, that finish, Bianca did another KOD, and then IYO did the moonsault and pinning Bianca.
Yeah,
and
onto
perfect
both
timing
of them.
too.
Perfect landing.
Everything was just
Perfect,
Perfect.
landing. That finish could not have been more perfect. And she hit them perfect. I think I like rewound that finish like a couple times. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
I was like, IYO, you're so good.
And like storyline wise, it was a shock too because Bianca Belair undefeated
Has been
WrestleMania.
undefeated in WrestleMania.
And WWE loves those streaks. So I am shocked that was. And she's specifically the one that got pinned. It
Yeah.
was such a gag for me. And the fact that IYO won, I
Yeah.
was screaming.
Yeah.
Especially because going into this, she kind of seemed like an afterthought. Which is weird, being the champion as an afterthought is insane. But that's really how it was being treated and how she was being booked. So the fact that she won so strong, and so very definitive was amazing. Like she's like, I'm not an afterthought no more. Like I am here, and
Right.
it was great. It was so beautiful.
WWE, you got us.
Right?
got
They really
us.
did, for sure.
And it got me all emotional because this is the first time the Asian women won
I
at
love
WrestleMania.
it.
This entire history. Isn't that
crazy.
wild?
I did not think about that.
Asuka, Kairi, no wins. No wins. So this is the first time that this Asian woman, standing tall, and her family.
It was so cute. I saw that video.
Family crying. I think they're the parents, and Kayla and I were talking about it. Asian parents don't really show a lot of emotion a lot of times.
Yeah.
They usually do it behind the doors. So to do that, it was just so wonderful. And Kyrie crying backstage. It felt really big.
Oh, how emotional.
Oh yeah, I know. It really is. Yeah, that was the feel good moment of this whole weekend
totally.
because there were some there's some weird situations. This whole WrestleMania, some results were like, really?
I had more fun watching night 2 than night 1. I don't know about y'all, but I felt like because it set the tone so high, it was such well done that it was just like great the rest of the night for sure.
I'm really curious where this story is going to go now. Bianca probably will go back to Naomi and Jade. Maybe we'll feud with Rhea. Bianca was really heelish at certain points in this match, right?
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
So I wonder if they will actually pull the trigger. I don't know. And who will IYO face? We got Asuka coming back. Alexa's waiting. Rhea's of course still there. So like a lot of great options. Oh my god. So I just watched Raw. I'm at James Mansfield's place. Look at this beautiful dolls and everything. So WWE really packed some surprises for this Raw. It seems like IYO has even more options to go for the championship feud. It's not confirmed that Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne are coming to main roster, but that whole situation with Stephanie almost pulling like Paige with AJ situation was so interesting. I was almost thinking like, is it for title? It was not. It would have been gaggy if Stephanie like won the title there, but it felt really fresh seeing Julia and Stephanie mixing up with the main roster girlies, so I'm kind of for it. Well, let's go to the last match. It is a tag team championship match. Liv Morgan and Brie Bella looking Raquel Rodriguez. She looked like, I was like, wait, why is Brie here? And then we got Lyra, Valkyria, and Bailey, but Bailey got taken out, so she had to pick a surprise partner, who were all like, it's Becky Lynch, right? I think the only other option was like Nikki Bella, but I was out drinking with her. Bella twins were in their Brie mode, so like, I don't think.
No, like, okay, so it's not you.
It's not the twins. Yeah, it was Becky Lynch who made a triumphant return to be with Lyra Valkyria, yeah. Should we talk about the looks? Lyra's look?
She looked great, but what killed me was when she was hugging Becky with those wings. It just killed me. It just looked ridiculous and hilarious. I don't know what it was about her giving
Thank you.
Becky with those wings. I could not stop laughing about that part. It just looks so.
I know. I think I made a comment to myself where it's like, okay, it's time to take the wings off before you get in the ring. Time to take them off. Time to take them off.
She became the bird lady too much. She loved being happy in the wings, but like it was just so hilarious. She looked great. Yeah, but it was just so funny that she's like, I'm gonna do everything with these wings. She's probably wearing them right now. I hope,
She slept with it. Yeah. Totally. No, she was on that like the corner. She was like doing this the whole time.
Yeah. It's like whenever you wear a dress and it has pockets, and all you do is like keep your hands in your pockets, or like the dress that I was wearing on Friday had like this like cool little cape thing, and I just kept on doing this with my dress. Like totally get it, but literally I did not think she was gonna take them off for a while too.
She's just gonna wrestle the whole match with them on.
No, Lyra was funny because she had also like feathers on her hair, which was like shedding everywhere.
Everywhere.
So funny.
It's like every time she took a bump, it's like that's how like the feathers would come out. Yeah.
And I think it's funnier because like Becky Lynch just grabbed her old outfit and
she's just like this one.
Yeah. It's like the contrast was so funny to me too.
I'm so glad you pointed that out too, because it's like, like they don't look like a team at all.
No, at all.
Right.
And especially it's like, hey, I pick you. So it's like, okay, cool. What are you wearing? Like
Becky looked great. The hair was
hair
like
color looks great on her.
So good. And I have to say that Liv and Raquel I thought looked really cute. Like Liv, her gear was
so
sexy.
Good. Always. She always
so sexy.
I thought it was Baywatch for a second.
I could see that.
Oh, but the other thing was also like Lyra. Yes, she was having fun, but also she was just taking it all in.
She was.
Yeah, you could tell that she was like getting really emotional. So I was like, "Oh, Lyra, yes." Awesome. What did we think about this match?
I think it was a solid tag match. I don't know if it was like, oh, WrestleMania, woo, but it was like a solid tag match.
Yeah, no, it was a solid match. As a trainer and coach, I'm one of those persons that like loves to like focus on like the what we call like the heat of the match, that aggressive part. And one of the things that kind of like disappointed me was there wasn't a lot of. I would have liked to see a lot more cheating, a lot more undermining the referee, doing a lot more ugliness like stuff. Yeah, I get the Three Amigos thing, but the Three Amigos is also like it's such a babyface move. 100%. People are gonna like show love for that no matter what. And on top of that, there were like even 2 more suplexes during the heat. Yeah. And for me as a coach, like that's like my pet peeve. Like that's everybody's go-to move when they can't think of what to do. When they can't think of what to do.
I love done that.
You do it. Everybody does it. When nobody knows what to do during the heat. Suplex. Suplex. And yes, and that's one of the things I teach. And I'm like, I swear to God, if I see a suplex, I'm gonna fly myself down there and cuss you out. And then after the 5th one, I think I was just like, oh my God, I cannot take another suplex. So I definitely had a moment where I was just like, do more heat, cheating,
be aggressive,
undermine the referee,
Cut the ring in half.
more. Yeah, so I wanted to see more like real, like heat from the heels. There were too many suplex. There was, you know what I mean? Like moves during the heat is not heat. Anytime you're doing stuff legal, you're not going to get the fans to boo for you. Because there's nothing like, oh, what are they going to be like? Boo, that was a beautiful suplex.
How dare you execute that beautifully?
Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, no, you want to do things that's going to piss off the audience. And they didn't. So during the heat, they didn't do enough of that for me. Had they done that, then the hot would have been a lot hotter.
Yeah, for
there we go. You get it.
Yeah.
You get it.
I love it. I love it. Approval. Yeah, I know. I have another apologies here. Apology to Bailey because I was so pissed at you for last week. I was like, why the hell did she run through the entire tag team division to go to WrestleMania? I apologize because I did not think this was gonna happen. Like, it makes sense now if they were already thinking Becky and Lyra team and like Liv was the one that retired Becky. Like, it all makes storyline sense. Like, Bailey and Lyra made no sense other than they have the same hair color. So I was just
they're
like,
standing next to each other. Y'all have colored hair. Y'all together now.
Bailey was not at WrestleMania. She wasn't even in a backstage segment or anything.
I mean, I don't blame her.
Right.
Like, I mean, how awkward would you feel like if they came up to you and pitch you like this storyline and be like, "Hey, we're gonna do this, and you're gonna go to WrestleMania, but you're really not." So I wouldn't want to be there either. Honestly.
There was like a photo of Bailey that was like on the screen. I was like, "I'm sorry, Bailey." Like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. But at the same time, this match like really had crowd going when Becky was in the ring.
Yeah.
So like I kind of understand the reasoning behind it, also the storyline situation. So I kind of understand. I just feel really bad for Bailey. Yeah. Now that Lyra and Becky are now the new champions, I hope that Bailey is somehow involved in that storyline. And as you know, this was filmed before we saw what happened with Becky turning heel. They lost the title right away on Raw, so Liv and Raquel is back, which I'm kind of like excited about because after talking about how like Raquel was basically wearing the Brie Bella outfit, I kind of want to see Liv and Raquel versus, you know, the Bella twins.
I think Bailey needs to take the IC champion away from Lyra.
Literally, Lyra 2 belts is honestly crazy to me. Like, I'm just sorry. I respect Lyra.
Saying that for so long.
Like, I respect Lyra. Like, she's great in the ring, right?
Oh, she's great. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Still, Lyra 2 belts is crazy to me. Whose dirt do you have in the back? I mean,
Interesting.
I love Lyra, but like it was just like, whoa, that is a lot. When like someone like Chelsea Green, who's like so over with the crowd, is like sitting in the catering.
Yeah, with her belt too. See, like a new belt, not doing anything for it. That's the only thing that I don't like is like sometimes like stuff like this kind of diminishes the importance of the championship, the titles for it. So I just wish it was like, why does she have to have the IC if this was going to be the plan the whole time? Why have her win the IC title?
It is going to be interesting because like Lyra and Becky, now that they're teaming together, I don't know. I feel like maybe they'll be feuding with IC title. We'll see how the tag team championship all like comes into this. But the fact that they always use tag title for like some storyline device is like annoying to me. But
as opposed to being the titles, being the storyline itself. Also, can we just point out like we never even said anything about Raquel besides she looking like Brie Bella. But it's just the aggression that's missing. It's really the aggression that's missing from her.
Oh no!
Like if she's just a little bit more aggressive, she would be there. Like she's being built as like like the insurance policy, the diesel. But like if she just had like that aggression.
Sheezel?
Wait, is that what you said?
But if she, like you said, like missing that like aggression, that's just a little bit more like fire and like mean streak.
More heat.
More heat, exactly. And actual
Real
heat.
Yeah,
actual heat.
But another case, like I'm really curious where the storyline's gonna go, and like where is Liv gonna go now? Because like she was on the top of the mountain for so long, and now she's like trying to figure out her spot in the division, which is so interesting. Shout out to my bestie Nia Jax. Like where the hell was she? Because she was carrying the whole division for a year, and I'm like, she's not on WrestleMania? Like what? But anyway, besides the point. So Becky and Lyra just had that great WrestleMania moment, and then now they're gonna do like feud over IC title, which I guess is kind of cool because that will give a lot more legitimacy to the IC title. So that could be cool. I just don't know where that leaves Bailey because Bailey's just f***ed over. Can she be involved with the storyline? Can we do that whole like who attacked Bailey storyline now? And it turns out to be Becky, maybe. And was it dumb that Lyra and Becky were champion for like one day? Maybe. maybe. But you know what? It was a good WrestleMania moment. I don't have that much problem with it. As long as Liv and Raquel has the championship back. It's not like we haven't seen this before with the tag titles. So that is our WrestleMania review. Overall, I had a lot of fun.
Me too. It was fun. It was great to see 4 women's matches because I still remember the day when we got like one rolling around in lingerie match. So I am here for this.
And a lot of swerves. A lot of swerves.
For sure.
I don't even mind that we like literally was wrong.
I would rather be wrong and fun and have good matches than
all the predictions. We were wrong. Yeah.
Now we went from having one WrestleMania to like maybe a 3-minute women's match to having 2 days of WrestleMania and 2 full-blown women's matches, athletic ones, like girls that can actually like pull their weight. I mean, it's amazing to see how like the company and the business has evolved over time. It was really exciting. I mean, I'm so happy to review these matches with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Yeah.
This is literally
This is so good.
We should do this more often.
Yeah, literally.
Every week.
Any excuse to come to this amazing place, please.
Let's do it. Come here once a month and we'll do all the previous, all the shows.
Well, thank you so much, Cheerleader Melissa, for joining us for this very special review.
It was so special. I enjoyed it so much.
And of course, we have our exclusive interview, the full hour interview with Cheerleader Melissa coming out very soon. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming to Diva Mania.
That was amazing. I can't wait. Thank you, Cheerleader Melissa, for coming out to Diva Mania.
Yeah.
It was
Thank
so
you.
fun. Thanks for being there.
Yay.
I cannot wait to share the great footage and awesome stuff that we got. I mean,
because you went viral for it.
Oh my gosh, that footage.
Yeah.
Yes, oh my gosh.
I was not expecting that, but that happened.
Can you believe that we had Kelly versus Paloma Star at WrestleMania?
Literally, I was just like, who do I want to talk about next? Because like Jazz happened, and Kelly happened, so maybe I'll like talk shit about Cheerleader Melissa.
Okay. I'll show you what real heat's about.
Yes.
All right, where can we all find you?
Cheerleadermelissa.com. That's where you can find me. I'm on Instagram mostly. I love Instagram. Instagram whore over here.
And you can also find an Instagram page for this beautiful house too, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm
It
gonna go follow
does.
it.
Go follow it. Lava House Vegas. That's the Instagram account for this.
And it deserves a whole Instagram account because it's
It's like-
beautiful.
I'm living in a Pinterest board right now.
Yeah, and Paloma?
You can find me at Paloma Star on Instagram and Twitter. And DS, where can we find you at?
You can't find me on Grindr. That was not me. Like the way that some of you were mad that you got blocked by me was like, are you kidding me? They literally used like my Manscaped ad photo. I'm like, are you kidding?
Everything.
Anyway.
It was hilarious.
I can't believe that's a story.
It is hilarious.
So you can find me at DSN on Instagram and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.